Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to keep talking about our gradebook. And in the last video, we talked about how to set up your gradebook based on a point system. This video, we're going to talk about setting up your gradebook with weights or percentages. And so for the last video, you probably remembered that we went in and we created an assignment and we gave it a specific amount of points. But this time you don't have to do that. Anytime you create an assignment, it defaults to 100 points, and you can leave it like that if you are making something with weights. It's the easiest way to set your gradebook up. So again, we'll come up to the course settings button and go to gradebook setup. So the first thing that I want to show you is actually at the bottom here. You'll see that for my category and for my entire course, I have the aggregation set to weighted mean of grades. So I'll show you what that looks like. In this top box here, this top line, it has your course name. And at the end of the line, we have edit settings. These are going to edit the entire gradebook setup itself. So if you go in there and you see grade category aggregation, this defaults to natural, but you want to make sure that you change it to weighted mean of grades at first. And then you'll save your changes. And if you have multiple categories, so right now I just have participation, but let's say you have participation, quizzes, homework, and something else. You want to make sure that every one of the categories is also set to the same aggregation as the class itself. So I've got this one set to weighted mean of grades, and you would do that the same way by going to the category line, edit settings, and then changing that aggregation. So once you have your categories created, or you've changed, if you don't have categories, just the overall gradebook, that means you'll be able to put in your weights. Now, as you can see, for these assignments, I just have 100 points on down the line. And then here in the boxes, I have my weights. So my summary is going to be 10%, my rhetorical analysis 15%, the rhetoric project 20, so on and so forth. So it's pretty easy. You just have to put in whatever percentage of the grade your assignments count for. Now down here in participation, I have 3 quizzes and a forum that are making up my participation grade, which is 10% of the grade. These boxes here talk about what percentage of the 10% the different assignments are. And so a lot of times if you have the different assignments that are in one category, I'll see instructors put in that Unit 1 quiz is 10, Unit 2 quiz is 10, Unit 3 quiz is 10, or what have you. And then this math will get messed up because the 10% goes to the total 100 points. And then whatever is in here goes to the 10%. So these are really used for if you say you don't want to have the first quiz grade count towards the final total, you can zero it out. And then that way, if that's like a practice quiz, that just tells it that it's not going to count at all towards that 10%. Unit 2 and 3 quizzes and the forum are. You can also make things count double, or if you want it to count triple, or anything, however you want to balance whatever is in the category. Just remember that it does go to the category, not to the final grade, so it makes up this percentage rather than going to the overall 100 that the course is made up of. So those are the basics of how you can set up something with weights. The only last thing I want to talk about is extra credit. Extra credit with weighting is pretty hard, and you'll probably end up doing it manually anyway, or you will end up doing it manually anyway. So it might be easier to just have your extra credit that you add to a particular assignment, extra points, or if you add it to the final grade at the end of the course, however you want to do that. But if you do just want to hold a space for it in your gradebook with the weighted grading, then you can make an extra credit assignment. I have mine at 100 points, but if you have like 5 points, this is the only time where you'll put in the exact number of points. and then you'll zero out the grade. So this means it won't count towards the final grade down here, so it won't mess up the overall math and it won't lower your student's score. So say out of 10 extra credit points, they got 6 for the extra assignment they did. If you have it zeroed out, it won't lower that grade, that overall average for them, and then you can go in and add it manually. So that's how you set up your gradebook for weighted grading. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can reach out at academictechnology@trinity.edu, and I will be happy to help.